Hello everyone and welcome to episode 16 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel as it is the UFC Fight Night card that's happening in Italy. It's the main event, Brian Ortega versus the Korean Zombie, which should be a fun-ass main event. Those two men are going to beat the fuck out of each other. And that featherweight division, it's my favorite division as far as there's guys from like 1 to 15 that are just absolute animals in there, and they bring it. And that should be a fun-ass main event. As far as I do know, before we get into the mail, there is one piece of mail that I accidentally deleted, and that's that Uros Jurisic missed weight. As far as he's about 2 pounds over. So that's, and he's taking on Shavkat Rakhmonov. So he's, I could see why he tried to come in a little heavy, but yeah, not great. Not great there. Being 2 pounds over. As for, the Fight Night card itself, we'll talk about, obviously, once we run through the show and whatnot, the pieces of mail. We had a weird little episode here of the Ultimate Fighter, so it was a split draw. So the judges then had to pick a winner, and they picked Miroslav Braz. So the man who ended up winning the actual season, in real life, Brian Battle, does not, in fact, make it out of the first round. And also, it's the first Team Griffin guy to make it out of the first round. A couple of fights had to be canceled. One happening at the Argentina show, as Austin Arnett needed a new opponent after Enrique Brozola broke his arm. He's now fighting at believe it's going to be it's either the Fight Night or it's the Fight Island show that's happening, the first ever Fight Island show. So he gets to go as far as see and test his merit there, as far as being on that first Fight Island card. We'll see how he does in that fight. Then Carlos Felipe, he broke his fingers during training. As far as the UFC 251 Pennington Nunez 2 card, that's happening relatively soon. Had to get scrapped as Josh Parisian, the Michigan native. He's actually, we're going to push him to fight in September. Now, as far as we'll have him have a hometown fight. So we'll see how that goes for him. And then, as far as that's the pieces of mail, we'll go right ahead and jump right into it. See where we're at as far as Ortega and Chan Sung Jung at 145. That's going to be a fun-ass fight. But also, Aspen Ladd and Lena Landsberg at as far as a 135 bout. That should be actually a pretty good women's fight. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Ricardo Lamas and I always forget how to pronounce. I think it's. Oh, is it? I want to say it's. I thought it's just Leah. Topuria, but I could be wrong. I always forget how to pronounce his first name, but as far as Ricardo Lamos and Topuria, another featherweight contest on the main card. As for another women's contest, kind of funny how that worked out. It was just, featherweight women's fight, featherweight women's fight. As Mara Romero Borella against Ariane Lipsick as far as at 125. I believe Mara Romero Borella, yeah, she is the Italian native. I think that she's the only one, because I know Taparera, he's from Spain, so it's relatively close, but obviously the actual, as far as the hometown kid being Mara there, and Alicio de Chinchero taking on Khalid Morostalov, as far as with Khalid being a Moscow Russian kickboxer, which is interesting. Usually, what you see the Russian fighters, they're usually Sambo guys, but been a Bellator for the past, I want to say it was after the Dalloway fight, he ended up getting signed to Bellator, and now we brought him in as far as one of the top middleweights in the world, 21st right now, and as far as from that perspective, so that's the main card. Middleweight contest to open up the show, a couple of featherweight fights, a couple of women's fights, and prelims. As far as Tim Bostiach taking on Andre Nunez as the main event of the prelim, as another middleweight contest. Then a heavyweight contest, as Juan Espinel taking on Alexander Romanov, as Romanov coming in at 265. Big motherfucker. As David Timur taking on Ahmed Ferreras at 155. Of course, Uros Jurasek coming in overweight against Shavkat Rakhmonov at 170. Boy, oh boy, Shavkat, the fucking Kazakhstan assassin, one of my favorite fighters right now, and as far as in the UFC, he's just a dog. He reminds me a little bit of Zombie in a way, as far as he's just a guy that's got no quit in him, and he will keep pushing, and he's a warrior out there. Hoping for a big win, to be honest. I don't want to be too biased, but he's awesome. And then Kennedy, Ninjuku, as far as a big-ass 205er, Kennedy Ninjuku, 6'5", has a lot of talent that he just needs to bottle it up and just to keep on improving, because just from his size, from his grappling is really good for his size too. His stand-up is pretty solid, but just he had a tough fight against Paul Craig, which that's a tough draw, to be honest. For your first, as far as maybe not his first UFC fight, since it says he's 1-on-1. As far as he taking on Adam Yandev, as Yandev 9-1, lost in his UFC debut, but as far as another Russian fighter, was undefeated at one point, obviously 8-0, but he has a tough fight. He lost in his debut to Jordan Johnson back in September of 2018. Back here again, looking to right that wrong, but I'm assuming he's going to get fed in that one. We'll see. Could be wrong on that one. As far as the main event, Brian Ortega, Chan Sung Jung. As far as Ortega, finished 4 of his last 5 opponents. The 6th time that Korean Zombies main evented in the UFC. 3rd time for Brian Ortega. Korean Zombie coming in finishing 3 of his last 5 opponents. They're both world ranked featherweights. Ortega's the favorite, which makes sense, even though he hasn't won in a couple of years. Chan Sung Jung, listen, that's my guy. I hope he has a great showing. As far as it's crazy that he's 33. As far as the turn of the decade, he was, he's a second away from beating Yair Rodriguez and being on a 4-fight win streak. So just kind of a tough go of it. Obviously, losing out on a lot of his prime years for his, as far as military service for Korea. The goddamn, as far as they didn't even say Twister. It's just submission. The disrespect to the first ever Twister. But yeah, Frankie Edgar win was crazy, taking that on short notice, and he fucked him all up. He was looking like a man possessed when he came back, though. A couple of first-round finishes, and just second away from beating Yair Rodriguez, and also beating Poirier as well. And yeah, just a fun resume that old Chan Sung Jung had. It was funny, the Dan Ige fight. It's kind of a weird one because Ige was just kind of, he was on the rise for sure, but just kind of felt like they wanted to give Zombie a win more than anything. But listen, as far as, I think it's just a great contest for him. He's a great guy on top as far as when they're on the ground. I'm not really sure about on the bottom, as far as if that's not I would say not really a strength for sure. But he's got some great wrestling and great grappling. And for, obviously, Ortega, he's I would say, one of the best well-rounded guys. Because he's not entirely great with kickboxing, but he's got a great, as far as, he's got a great bottom. He is able to, just that guillotine choke over fucking Alexander Volkanovski. Everyone in the world thought it was over. I don't know how the fuck he didn't finish him, but just, as far as stand-up wise, maybe not the greatest, but he's got, doesn't really have the greatest power, I would say, but he's got a great 1-2. He did knock out Frankie Edgar there at the end of the first round back in March. So yeah, they both have that win. over Frankie, and him and Max had a bit of a war, for sure. As far as they gave him a good little run though of guys. A lot of great veteran kind of featherweight dudes, debuting as far as on the back in the Fox days, and took on Thiago Tavares, Clay Guida, Renato Caronero, and Cub Swanson, Frankie Edgar. They gave him a good list of guys. And to give it Max Holloway, though, was a bit of a step up after Frankie Edgar. But we'll see. Now we give him Chan Sung Jung. And it should be a hell of a fight. It's funny, obviously, in real life, after the Holloway fight, he takes on, Volkanovski, and they do tough. And, as far as Ortega, damn near beats him. And just funny how things change. And, of course, then after that, the Yair Rodriguez fight, where he blows out his shoulder, off of a basically freak injury. So that stops that fight. And just sucks to see, because T-City's the man. He's always game to bring it, and it should be a fun main event, though, between these two men. As Aspen Ladd and Lena Elbow Queen Landsberg, as far as Aspen Ladd is the favorite. She's finished 3 of her last 5 opponents, and Landsberg's won 3 of her last 5 fights by decision, as they're two of the best in the women's side of things. They were on the prelim back in 2017 on the Don Cerrone Darren Till card, which Aspen Ladd won by TKO. As far as her, Lena Landsberg, 5-3, just came off a win, knocking out Sarah McMahon on that would be the second episode. I want to say the Blades and Dos Santos card. As far as coming off a 3-fight win streak too. Looking to avenge that loss, Aspen Ladd, the last time she was finished in a fight as well. So, as far as a lot of vindication on her mind there. They did have a fantastic fight, though, back in 2017. And to have a big-time card like this, as far as Sweden, not that far away from Italy, but still a good bit away. And then for Aspen Ladd, coming in off from California, 9-1. As far as she got knocked out by Jermaine Randami, I remember that. She got caught in a bad way and just got destroyed. But other than that, it's been pretty perfect so far. They kind of have the same type of resume, but as far as she beat Yana, whereas obviously Lena Landsberg did not. So MMA math would dictate that Aspen Ladd's going to get another win here in this rematch. Ricardo Lamas taking on Laya Topuria as Topuria 17th in the featherweight division. Ricardo Lamas 13. Lamas, of course, veteran, but he's game. He's always game. 38 years old, 10-6. Just got knocked out by Calvin Kattar last year. Fought Josh Emmett. Beat Charles Oliveira, which is just crazy. As far as beat Diego Sanchez. He's fought Max Holloway, Chad Mendez. He's beaten Dennis Bermudez. He beat Club Swanson. He's beaten James Krause. Fought, Jose Aldo, which he didn't even get finished. He went the distance with him. Which that was a non-title fight. What in the world? In 3 rounds. As far as a couple of big names that he's fought, and a couple of big names he's beaten, too. But as far as looking to kind of carry that good momentum, because he's had some good contests here as of late. I would say for the past 5 or 6 fights have been really good. So this should be a pretty exciting one. Wrestling background, but he's not a bad guy to watch out for standing. And, he's a guy that brings it. He is a bad motherfucker. So that makes sense. He's at the BMF Ranch. And then for Topuera's a Greco-Roman wrestler, but has the jiu-jitsu background, black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's kind of one of the more well-rounded fighters for sure, especially in the featherweight division. And a guy that's undefeated right now, 23 years old. Obviously, we know in real life he, pretty much climbs the rankings pretty fast. So as far as definitely a guy to watch out for sure. He is the favorite in this one, no surprise there. As Mara Romero Borella taking on the Violence Queen, Ariane Lipsick, Ariane Lipski, rather, as far as this is a flyweight contest. Borella's ranked 14th, Lipski's 22nd. Borella's the favorite. Paul, though, backing Lipski, so it's not as far as a clear chance, but 2-3 in the UFC, not the greatest of records. She just lost back in March, got cut in an armbar to Montana De La Rosa. got finished by Lauren Murphy, and she just lost, of course, to the new flyweight champion in Caitlin Chikagan, which is so funny. Chikagan's the champion now. But not a great momentum going into this fight, too. But she is the hometown kid, and maybe she can get a win here over the Brazilian. As far as the violence queen herself, Muay Thai background. As far as she's coming off a win, at least, but she's fought some tough girls already. As far as Joanne Calderwood and Molly McCann, all decision losses. But they were pretty fantastic fights, though. She's had a pretty busy 2019, and as far as 3 fights in 2019, gets her first one here in 2020. We're looking for a win, but she is the underdog. Going in this one is Alicio de I always forget Churchichko, as far as I believe that's how you pronounce that. As he's taking on Khalid. As far as Alicio is the favorite. No surprise, really. 12-4. Oh, he's the other Italian. I thought I was going to say, I think that we have a couple of Italian talent on the card. But yeah, as far as the middleweight from Rome, Italy, 12-4. 3-4 in the UFC, though. Not the greatest records, but he has. He fought Kevin Holland, fought Mahmed in his previous encounter as well. So 2-fight losing streak, but this is a great chance for him to get a win. And to start off the Italian card with a win. Of course, we already looked at Khalid as far as he won against CB Dalloway in his first ever UFC fight. We'll see what he can do here. This should be a fun fight, though. It's crazy that Alicio is the heavy favorite when Khalid's ranked. But that's alright. As far as Tim, the Barbarian Bostic taking on Sergio Peno. Andre Muniz, as far as Muniz is the favorite, no surprise. Tim Bostic, 21-13, a veteran for sure. Has fought damn near everybody. He was at 205, and now he's at 185, which probably makes more sense for him. Listen, that's crazy to think he beat Johnny Hendricks. That obviously wasn't prime Johnny Hendricks, but still. Big time win. He's beaten CB Dalloway, Hector Lombard, Brad Tavares. Fucking Kendall Grove. Tough 3 winner? Kendall Grove. Yushin Okami as well. We fought Matt Hamill. Just a guy who's been around since the days before they even had the pay-per-view names after the actual main events, and when they were just an actual just a gimmick name like Breaking Point and Breakthrough. Hard to believe. As far as he hasn't still been fighting on pay-per-views too. He even fought Jacare Souza at 208. Crazy. Got knocked out by Dan Henderson. I do remember that. That was a tough get for him, because I don't know why he was fighting Dan Henderson. Especially fighting Luke Rockhold as well. Mark Munoz, usually loses against the top talent, which it's kind of bound to happen for a lot of these guys. And his fight had Herman as well. Lost to both guys in the finals of Tough 3. He beat Kendall Grove, that's right. So he beat him, but he lost the loser. Which Ed Herman probably could have won that fight if you kind of look back on it, but that's a story for another time. This potentially could be his last fight, you never know. As far as for Andre Muniz, 19-4, got his win in his debut against Antonio Aurora back in November. Looking to pick it up and get a 20th victory in his career and make it 2-0 in his UFC career. Of course, that's the main event in the prelim. As Alexander King Kong Romanov taking on Juan El Guapo Espino. Boy, oh boy. Listen, Alexander Romanov King Kong himself he's a bit of a problem in real life. As far as he gets in incredible shape too. As far as the sumo background, which is super funny to see that in the year 2020. Having a UFC fighter having a sumo background, but Juan Espino, 10-1. It's 2-0 in his UFC career so far. He won against Rodrigo Nascimento back in March on the Brazil Fight Night card, which is an armbar win in the second round. It'd be crazy if he gets another one in the second round. It'd be 3 straight armbar victories in the second round for him. Yeah, obviously with his age, as far as kept on, had a bit of a roller coaster for career, but he looks to be, honestly, and still in incredible shape for somebody at 39 years old. And especially with heavyweights, the division's not that deep. He's got a chance to maybe potentially make it into the top 25. We'll see. As David as far as David Tamur, taking on Ahmed, the Prince Farsis, as, Faras, rather, as far as I always want to say Farsis, but, Ahmed, the Prince Fares, the Egyptian native. We signed him, as far as in the save here, 16-3, as far as, not ranked or anything. I don't think he's going to have a fight history. Yeah, just kind of been on the regional scene for a hot minute. Just skills-wise, I think he can match up pretty well with a lot of guys. He is the favorite going in this one against David Tamur, which David Tamur is a ranked lightweight. You know, he's 23rd, but it's still, it's a pretty big deal. He was a tough guy as far as he brings it. He definitely brings it, and he was even the co-main event of UFC 209. As far as his previous loss to Charles Oliveira, but he's beaten Nick Lentz. He's fought some tough dudes. Fought some tough guys along the way. Listen, this is going to be a good chance for both guys to really showcase what they got, especially for as far as Ahmed. I mean, this is a big opportunity to make a big splash in your debut. It's got to be the only Egyptian on the main roster, if I had to assume. Feel like he's got to be, as Uros Jurasek getting fed here to Shavkat Rakhmonov, the Kazakhstan assassin, and the man who is just a killer in there. And Uros, rather, as far as he is overweight by 2 pounds, it's not going to matter. Getting fed to the bone saw with that one. Then Kennedy, the African assassin, or the African savage, rather, Ninjuku, taking on Adam Baroda Yandev. As, Kennedy with that reach advantage, a 10-inch reach advantage, and he's still not even the favorite. How do you have a 10-inch reach advantage and not one guy's like, he's got a chance? He's such a beast, though. I would probably back him, to be honest. We'll see. I mean, Adam Yandev, he's got a great judo background, but I just think with that size advantage, I don't think Kennedy's going to be able to get caught in a predicament that it's not going to benefit him, honestly. I just don't see it. We'll see, though. We'll see. I could be wrong. We're still off the prelims with it, though, as far as 7-1, 9-1. Plus 230 underdog. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that. Taking those odds. Steve Mazzagatti, referee, cage side judges here. Here we go. They touch gloves. Neither fighter can land a significant strike. Yandev's pressuring him. There's Kennedy with a pair of jabs. 1-2 doesn't land either blow, does Yandev. Yeah, just pair of tentative jabs that land just have zero effect, though. Yandev lands the right hand. Now, Yandev's looking to shoot. He gets the single leg. So it doesn't matter about the reach advantage now. When you're both on the ground, it's a scramble now. Yandev comes out on top looking for the Americana, and he gets it. Well, they went that as far as making light work of Kennedy there, as far as making that 10-1. Solid. I mean, who needs a reach advantage when you take him down like that? Big win. Big win for Adam Yandev, as far as a name checked all responses. Thanks to all of his fans down support him. Replays the finish. Yandev says his confidence in his submission game is all-time high. The Chaos Mac Talker knows they'll really sell himself there. Is Uros Jurasek taking on Shavkat Rakhmonov. It's Rakhmonov, favorite, 13-0, 10-0 though for Jurasek. As someone's gonna lose. Slovenian versus Kazakhstan. Valley Tudo fighter, combat sambo. No teams for either guy, but just Rakhmonov, at 6'1" as a welterweight, gives him a bit of an advantage against over a lot of guys. And Mark Goddard's referee, cage side judges here. Here we go. Round 1 begins. Counter left hand from Rakhmonov. As far as Jurasek, though, with a jab and a right hand. It's a nice little combination. Left hand from Rakhmonov. Connects the jab, evades the big punch, though, this Rakhmonov. It's a good one, too, but again, Rakhmonov warding those. Right hook, but misses from Shavkat. And now Rakhmonov slipping past the right hook. Counters a couple of jabs, followed by a right hook that's ducked. Rakhmonov with a good counter. Slipping past the right hook and counters with a jab and a right hook of his own. Halfway point in the first. Rakhmonov with 2 count left hands. 1-2 doesn't land either bro from Jurasek. So now they engage in the center. Both fighters strike without success. Good head movement here. Bobbing and weaving out of the way. Does Rakhmonov. Doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Meet in the center. Great counter here. As far as Jurasek. Yeah, as he misses the right hook, leaves himself open for a counter. It's a left jab and a right cross. Minute left, now down to 30 seconds. Another counter again from Rachmanov. Just a great round from him. Yurosek, I mean, he started off pretty well, but just, yeah, Shavkat just a little too much for him there in the first. See how happens in the second. As now Rachmanov with another counter, as he attacks with a quick left jab and a big right hand that just misses. He's doing a really good job about slipping past these strikes. Now Yurosek rather, is getting tired. Is Rachmanov slipping past the right hook again. Counters with the jab. Right in nearly fails to connect, though. Another counter again. It's a left jab and a solid right. Jesus Murphy. Well, there's Yurosek, though, with a candidate up strikes. It's a nice straight right hand, at least. Jab from Rachmanov. Jab is wide. But he hits him with a straight right, though. Does Yurosek. Now Yurosek looking for the cross. Here comes a counter. It's a left jab, and the right hand nearly fails to connect. Engage. Rachmanov slipping past the right hook, attacks with the left hand. Rachmanov counters again. As oh no, never mind. He's the one getting countered. As Yurosek comes in with a right cross off the counter. Now Shavkat's getting tired. How about that? I mean, just guys are countering left and right. It's a left jab and a solid right. And missing with the left jab, hits the right cross, though, and finds way past his opponent's guard with a nice little 1-2. Yurosek is starting to get into the deeper reaches of the gas tank now. They come together and strike. Rachmanov slipping past the right hook and attacks with a left jab and a right cross. To end out the second. Yeah, I think Shavkat won that one, too. Yeah, so definitely 2018. Yurosek needs a finish. As Yurosek looking to try and get a takedown now. A little too late for that, but we'll see. As he lands the right hook, though, after he can't connect with the left jab. There's a nice 1-2. It's a left jab and a right cross. There's a low kick now from Rachmanov. Yeah, Yurosek is just ragged now. Another leg kick. It's a left kick to the ribs this time after the countering with a quick left jab as well. Now he's clinched up with him. Yurosek's looking to take him down. That's not happening. Looking for it again. That's not happening again. Now, Rachmanov looks to trip him down. That doesn't happen either. So now we're just at a stalemate of both guys looking for a takedown. They break apart now. Minute left to see if someone's going to try to go for the finish. As misses the big right hand. Yurosek with a right cross off the counter. As there's a quick kick after dodging the right hand. Man, just a counter again from Rachmanov with a left cross. What a performance, though. 30-27 for Shavkat. Rachmanov. Oh, someone gave him that one of those rounds. As far as, yeah, it should have been 30-27, but we'll take the 14-0 Shavkat Rachmanov. Not a terrible performance from Yurosek, but yeah, it's, you know, that's a tough guy to fight. Tough guy. Yeah, name checks all of his sponsors, thanks all of his fans, family, and supporters, rather, who try not to support him, as gives a show respect to his opponent. And David Tamor taking on Ahmed the Prince. For us, as 16-3, 8-2, the veteran. In Ahmed the Prince Fares, the Egyptian native. Both guys 5'9", and both guys weighed in at 155. It's pretty close on the betting lines. Plus 130, minus 170. We'll see what David Timor can do. As Mark Goddard's the referee, cage side judges, here we go. As Timor looking to close the distance, obviously looking to strike. As Ahmed now looking to get a takedown attempt going, but couldn't take the initiative. It's a nice left hand, and on the right hook as well. That's a little 1-2. At David now off the counter. The left jab misses the big right hand now. Nothing comes out of that strike. There's a right hand taking on the gloves. Right hand's blocked from both men now. And David Timor slipping past the right hook. And attacks with a quick left jab and a right hook. He's so far doing a really good job. He's getting countered again here as there's a jab and a right cross. Ahmed Fares is in trouble potentially here with how this is going. It's looking for the body kick. It's paired away now. Ahmed gets the single leg takedown. See what he can do on the ground. Can't quite pass guard. Looking for a leg lock now. Oh, fuck, he's got him. It's a knee bar. How about that? Well, what a win. What a fucking knee bar in the first round. As 17-3 for Ahmed Fares and 8-3 for David Timor. That's a tough break. Tough break there. What a win. As far as he thanks all of his sponsors for backing him, also thanks all of his family, friends, supporters. The interviewer asked if he'd be interested in fighting next, or who he'd be interested in fighting next. He replies that Frank Camacho would be a tough challenge. He'd be interested in trying. We might be able to make that happen. It's Alexander King Kong Romanov taking on one El Guapo Espinel. We'll see what El Guapo can do here. Some big motherfuckers in there. 6'4", 250, 6'2", 265. Boy, just big motherfuckers. Dan Maragliata's our referee. American top team member from Juan Espinel. No team, though, for Romanov. The Moldova native, as gauge that judge is there. At least 20 pounds is Alexander Romanov fighting around, probably 270, which is just nuts. As Romanov looking for a takedown, couldn't get it though. There's a leg kick from Espinel. A nice straight right hand from Espinel after he can't hit the right jab there. There's a left hand, misses with the vicious right. Nice little 1-2 from Espinel. Yeah, I think Romanov probably isn't a better striker. See what Espinel can do off the takedown. He's got it. So now we'll see what Espinel can do. Looking to slice him up with an elbow. Can't get it though. Oh well, as now he can't control him. So now he scooted backwards up against the cage here. So Espinel stops him from cage walking. So now they just seated up against the cage. Looking for a guillotine here. Not happening though. Oh well, he's not tapping out. Holy shit. Huh. That's wild, so we might gas him out here. I'm just going to release the hold here. Tough break for Juan Espinel. He thought he probably had it in the first. Trying to pass. He passes half guard. That's the end of the round. He won the round, but at what cost if he's gassed? We'll see. A jab hits him. Hits him with a low kick to the legs. That's can't hit the sub-strikes. Hits the right hook, though. And he's rocking him. Oh, I mean, he's not rocking him. He's fucking him up, but he hasn't rocked him yet. As Espinel's getting tired, now Romanov's looking to grapple him. He's got him against the cage here. Romanov using that sumo background here to keep him up against the cage. Now he got him a short left uppercut. Some dirty boxing now. Boy, oh boy, yeah, they're finally going to separate him, I think. Oh, no, it's the end of the round. They didn't separate him. Yeah, Romanov won that one. It's all tied up going into the third. See what we get. Romanov looking for the takedown. Brilliant sprawl. Pushing down his hands and knees. Went for the fucking knee strike to the head. That would have been all she wrote there. Nice little 1-2. It's a jab and a right cross. Romanov's getting tired now. He's still looking for that takedown. Can't get him down, though. Still looking for the trip now, but he's got him up against the cage. Wow, it's Romanov. I mean, he's tired, but just from a size advantage alone, he's going to keep him up against the cage, it looks like, and yeah, looks like he will. He's got him with a couple of stomps now, and just a bit of a brutal second and third round. Dan Maragliata finally separates him, but at what fucking cost? Alexander Romanov might have won that one. We'll see. 29-28 for King Kong, Alexander Romanov. What an upset win. Listen, a guy that size that's able to control somebody like that up against the cage is a problem. Not the most exciting way to win. I'm sure Juan Espinel is going to feel real shitty about losing that one, especially after the first round he had. You look at the entire fight, I mean, it's relatively close. Just, Juan Espinel has the takedown, and he actually went for the submission and whatnot. Like, if he would have got that guillotine, obviously, it would have changed the entire dynamic of the fight, but came out in the second. Did Alexander Romanov. Won that for sure. Third round was close. As far as if someone wanted to give it to Juan Espinel, I wouldn't have hated it, but at the same time, it's like, what can you do? He was up against the cage for like 2 minutes out of that round. It's tough. Tough. What an upset, though. As Alexander Romanov thanks all of his sponsors for backing him, and also thanks all of his family, friends, supporters, as being such a heavy underdog helped motivate him during training. And he's delighted to have caused such an upset and proved the bookies wrong, as there's no doubt he knows how to talk with the best of them. Our main event in the prelim, Tim Bostiach taking on Andre Muniz, as we'll see what Muniz can do against Tim. 19-4, 21-13. Both guys are in the minuses, though. Minus 140, minus 130. Stylistically, this matches up pretty well, I think. We'll see, though. Mark Goddard's the referee. Gage that judge's view, but guilty. Touch gloves. Jab lands from Tim, but he misses a vicious right hand. Bastić, he's next to the jab, but Munoz avoids the big right punch. Munoz does not want to get caught with the striking. Well, ends up getting caught there. It's a right cross that lands hard. Now Munoz clinches up with him, looking for the takedown. He's got it. It's a big takedown. And he's looking for the Von Flue choke, and he's got him. Holy shit. Light work there for Andre Munoz, as that will be 20 victories for that man. Bastić now 21-14. He's a good fighter. He's a guy that's been around forever, but at the same time, it's like his last win was 2017 against Johnny Hendricks. I think it's safe to say he should probably be getting the boot, but he is ranked, though, too, at the same time. It's very odd. Very, very odd. But yeah, I think it's time. Time to let him go. But what a win, though, for Andre Munoz, though, nonetheless. He should jump up into the rankings with that one. With now 2 straight victories in the UFC. A lot of submission victories. You know, we got a Von Flue choke. We got a fucking knee bar. We had Americana in the first round. Or in the first fight, rather. We've had some exciting finishes here on the prelim. As Munoz connects, or thanks everyone connected, rather, to Reno Vazio fight team. Having prepared for the fight and the sponsors for supporting him financially. As he wants to take on Rodolfo Varela in his next contest. That would be a pretty great fight, to be honest. We'll see. As Alicio Chirico, I think it's Chirico. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's Alicio Di Chirico. Yeah, we'll just go with that. It's Chirico against Khalid Marstaliv. As far as with Chirico, he is the favorite, minus 300. Looking to get a win over a ranked guy as well at 185. Would be pretty huge for the Italian native to get a win here. Steve Mazzagatti, referee. Cage side judges. Yeah, big crowd here. Yeah, cheering on their Italian boy. So here we go. Round 1 begins. They meet in the center, start to strike. As the cheer, as far as I about did it again. Chirico slipping past the right hook and attacks with a counter of a pair of left jabs, followed by a sithering kick to the legs. As Alicio throws a leg kick, counters. Wow, what a fucking head kick, though, from Khalid. He might have knocked him down. He sure, in fact, did. Looking to finish the fight here in the first. Oh, no. Has to stop the fight. Brutal loss for the Italian man as far as getting caught with a head kick in the first minute is a brutal way to go. What an upset win, though. Back-to-back upsets. Well, I guess you could say somewhat of an upset in the main event, the prelim, but as far as everyone that's been on the under so far, as far as the plus 230, they've been getting the wins. But yeah, Khalid gets name checks everyone at Crestport Fight Club, all his various sponsors, and all of his friends, family, supporters. What a win, though, in the first round. As Mara Romero Barella taking on the finals queen, Ariane Lipski. As Lipski is the underdog at plus 280. Both girls looking for their 13th victory here. Gracie Fusion for the Violence Queen. Both at 5'6", both weighed in 125. Mazzagatti's our referee. Cage side judges, here we go. As far as Barella, big ovation. Hopefully she does not have what just happened to the Italian native in the previous encounter. As a tentative jab from Barella lands. Went for the head kick. I respect it from Lipski. It's a 1-2. Left-hander straight right. There's a 1-2 again. Well, the jab is wide at least, but she hits the nice straight right hand. Ooh, gash underneath the eye. Barella, there's a right cross now. Boy, she is fucking her up. Left jab, right hook. Barella looking to hit a quick jab. No power behind it at all. Crunching right hook now. God damn, as far as Lipski's fucking her up. There's a head kick now. Looking to shoot in off the takedown. Not happening, though. She gets a hold of her, though, at least. So maybe try to get up against the cage here, potentially. Yep, she does so. Pressed against the cage. Couple of close encounters here. Now a short left uppercut. Barella still just smothering her now. Left to the side of the stomach. And the referee's going to separate him now to end out the first. Barella's still wanting to grapple. Doesn't want to be in a strike battle with Lipski because she's getting fucked up here. There's a right cross. Barella getting a hold of her again. She's got her against the cage again. I would definitely give that to Lipski, though. Yeah, she just did more damage. And Barella's going to have to do something else, I think. Just not... You can't just keep her up against the cage and get a win here with the way Lipski's battling out here. There's a brace of jabs, but no damage at all behind him, so there's a punch from Lipski that fails to land. Now Barella's trying to get in close again. Nice little 2 left jabs into a straight right. Throws a punch, Barella avoids it, quickly shoots in on Lipski, gets a hold of her though. She remains topping on the other foot, trying to get up against the cage. She does so. Some left uppercuts, and now some lefts to the stomach. A couple punches to the side of the head. We need to separate them, maybe, potentially, but she is fucking her up, so I'm not too bad at that. Oh, now they separate them. As far as 2 minutes left, there's a crunching right hook after she misses the setup left jab. Jab is wide, it's a straight right hand that lands hard. Lipski's getting tired. She still is punching along, though. There's a left hand and a straight right that lands hard. Yeah, Barella's done nothing but go for takedowns and get her up against the cage. She hasn't done as much damage as Lipski has. Oh, there's a head kick to end out the second, and she rocked her with it. She's gonna knock her down here, huh? She gets saved by the bell. So yeah, Lipski's up, 2018. The fucking Italians, they were the favorites going in, and they're gonna potentially lose both fights unless Barella pulls out some miracle here. As there's a left jab, lands a roundhouse kick to the body. Lipski with a jab and a right hand that lands hard. God, for someone that's a 125er, she's landing a lot of big strikes. There's another big one there. Just these combinations are working well. Barella looking for the takedown, still can't take her down. Got her against the cage. Yeah, you're gonna have to do more than that. Got her trapped against the cage here. Yeah, unable to get free. Just a brutal game plan. Like, you're not gonna win doing that. There's just no point in it. Yeah, Ariana Lipski's gonna get 30-27 this one. What a win. What a fight for her. I mean, Mauro Romero Barella's probably gonna get cut, to be honest. 12-8-2. Not great. Especially losing like that when she was such a heavy favorite. She's already on a 3-fight losing streak, too, so, yeah. Getting the chop. She won't be ranked anymore in the flyweight division anyways, as, Ariana Lipski, she wants to, praise her team at, Gracie Fusion, all the various sponsors, all of her fans who came and supporters. She wants to fight, JG Aldrich. Yeah, definitely can make that happen. It's Ricardo Lamas taking on, Tapuera, as, Tapuera, undefeated, looking for his 12th victory, and for Ricardo Lamas, he's looking for his 20th win. This should be an exciting fight, though. Both guys stylistically match up pretty well. All well-rounded fighters. Mergliata's our referee. Cage side judges here. Here we go. Round 1 begins. They touch gloves. Stepping in strike. A lot of underdogs have gotten the win, though, tonight, so we'll see if that keeps on going. As Lamas with the left jab. Right hand taking on the gloves. Oh, there is a massive right hook on the jaw that knocks him down. Lamas is in big, big trouble. Can he hang in there? Don't think so. Tapuera is fucking him up, and that is a major victory there for the Spaniard, making it 12-0, making light work out of Ricardo Lamas. Huge win. Huge win. Tough break for Lamas. Just, Tapuera's a savage. Nothing more you can really say there. As he gives an name check to have at a UFD gym, all of his sponsors, off his friends, family, supporters. He has the looks that make him a very remarkable fighter, even though he's not a great talker. But our co-main event now, Aspen Ladd and Alina, Elbow Queen Landsberg. There's been some exciting finishes here. A lot of first-round finishes. Not a bad fight night here in Italy. As Aspen Ladd looking for her 10th victory. Alina Landsberg looking to avenge her previous loss to her. A.K.A. from Aspen Ladd. No team for Alina Landsberg. Goddard's the referee. Cage side judges there. Here we go. Underway. They touch gloves. As there's a nice little 3-punch combination. 2 jabs followed by a right cross. There's a jab and a head kick. Oh my god, rocks her with the head kick. And she knocks her down with another head kick. Look at the finish the fight. Aspen Ladd making light work out of this one. As another fight that's over in damn near a minute. Minute 05 for her 10th victory. Jesus, Murphy. It's a violent affair here in Italy. Jesus. As she gives an name check to everyone at AKA. All of her favorite sponsors, all of her friends, famous supporters. She may not be the greatest interviewee, but she's got the looks that will always get a reaction. Our main event, and I'm expecting just a full-out war with how this card has went. T-City, Brian Ortega versus the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. 16-5, 14-1, and 1-0 contest. Ortega is the favorite. Team Noguera, Korean top team for Chan Sung Jung. He is the underdog, but it's been an underdog night. Mergliata's our free cage edges. Here we go. Ortega looking to get a few shots in. If he gets close enough to wrestle, there's a great jab and a straight right from the zombie. Korean zombie now. Looking for 1-2. Doesn't land either blow. Ortega's able to grab him. Look for the trip. It's a great trip. Look for the leg lock. Oh, fuck. He got him with a leg lock in the first minute. Listen, that's T-City for you. That's crazy. That was, wow. As, I did not expect that at all. I figured Ortega would do pretty well on the ground. I didn't think it'd be a leg lock in the first minute. Holy shit. And he wants Volkanovski. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. We'll probably have that be the fight as far as, because we're going to have Volkov and Holloway, and whoever wins that's going to take on T-City. I think that's fair. Jesus Christ, though. What a card. How many? I mean, we had 4 fights that end in the first minute on the main card. The decision victory for Lipski. And then a Von Flue choke in the first round, an Americana in the first round, and a knee bar in the first round as well. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know, a couple of 30-27s, and that should have been a 30-27. At least a 29-28 from the upset win from Alexander Romanov. A lot of unranked guys getting a lot of wins over ranked guys, so that was big. God damn, what a card. What a card. Almost 1,000 people. Only 182 at the gate. 182,000 on the gate there. Decreased the popularity in the UK. In Africa, it looks like by 0.5. But all around, I don't think we're going to make a lot of money with this one, but that's fine by me. As far as winner of this one, that's a good question. Good question. You know, we'll go with the knockout of the night, actually, to Topwera. Thought that was pretty impressive what he did. We'll give one to Lipski, Khalid, Munez, and Romanov, and then Fares was the favorites. That's fine. Alrighty. That works for me. We probably won't make money on this card. Well, we did. 380. Damn, that sucks. Nobody made over 100,000. That sucks. Sorry, everyone. As far as... Damn, Ahmed Fares made $240. Jesus. That's depressing. That is very depressing. We need to change this contract. Holy shit. You can't be making $240 and you just beat a ranked guy. Like, come on. Yeah, that can't happen. But, man, what an episode. A lot of finishes, a lot of first-round finishes. A lot of first-minute finishes. Like, that was crazy. As on the next card, I believe it's another fight night. I think we're going back to the U.S. I think it's a Colorado fight night, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that. I don't think it is now I'm thinking about it, but it might be, though. I was thinking we already been to Colorado, but maybe not. So I thought we were for Sandhagen and Aljo, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong on that one. But either way, I believe it's Kevin Lee. And damn, I forget who he's fighting. But Kevin Lee's in the main. I know that much off the top of my head. But, yeah, what a crazy card. A crazy card in Italy. And as far as those damn near 1,000 people got a fucking show and a half. As we will catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.